Anthony, that is terrifying. And we're live.
Hey!
Hey!
Hello there, Internet. How are you doing?
That is Anthony's eye, everybody.
Oh, what's going on,
Oh, he's
everybody?
over there. Wait, hang on, he's over there for me, isn't he?
Facing down.
No. Hang on, he's on the... Look through the door.
Look to the door.
The door's over there for me.
He's to your right, Dan.
What's going on, everybody? This is the inauguration.
Right,
Partly because we're going to talk about something from Donald Trump later. But I thought I would get that sort of response.
Good shit.
So, we have been doing some stuff over the last few months. And it's been a lot of fun. But obviously, it got difficult to maintain the same level of consistency and so on for the whole of the RT community. Not really fair for us to try and continue doing it. So we've separated off a little bit, allowing other people to try and make things better.
Okay.
But to build it back up, here we are. We're going to try something else. We're going to try something on our own. We'll get the podcast here. It's going to be a weekly podcast, an hour to an hour and a half long.
we hope.
We'll release it every Monday, but what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and stream it every single week.
That's what we're doing now.
Hence why we're here.
And Dan is on a potato because currently has no...
Phone camera.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That.
Crap camera.
Crap cam.
What?
Oh, something happened for Dan.
Wait,
So
what?
No,
Not
he
on-
looked the wrong way. He thought he was looking at you. Oh, God.
this is going to be fun.
He's on your left on stream.
Right, so
My left.
Your left, my right.
There.
Yes.
Got it.
our plan, we're going to stream some stuff. We're going to stream the podcast each week. We're going to do some gameplay stuff. But you can't only find us on Twitch. We're going to be putting all the video on demand stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we're also going to be doing basically edited content, so pre-recorded stuff that will get released periodically. So that's the way you're going to find us. We've got the Twitter for 409'd as well. You'll be able to find out the stuff that's coming out on the YouTube channel, whether it's pre-recorded or VOD. And when we're going to be going live, we'll typically put out a post probably about 15 minutes or so before we're going to go live for particular stuff.
And for reference, it's not pronounced 409'd, it is pronounced 409'd.
I said 409'd because that's how you spell it.
It is how you spell it. Just a
Error
reference to
form.
anyone watching,
Oh,
it is
you've been
409'd.
409'd.
Yes.
Don't we have... I think it's the YouTube channel that's 409'd or something.
That is
along those-
409 apostrophe D in the title.
Yes.
It's
No.
409. You obviously don't have a channel URL until you got 100 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time.
I thought it was 1,000 subscribers.
No, it's 100. They've dropped it.
It
Okay.
used to be 1,000 because I
Used
thought it
to
was
be.
1,000 as well.
They've dropped
and
it.
then, Stuart and I were talking about it last week, and it's actually only 100 now.
So the goal is to get 100 subscribers and do that, and that means we'll be able to have our own little custom title on the top. But for now, this is a pretty good layout.
And then even on top of that, same thing with Twitch. Let's just get the channel affiliated like we did with the RT community channel,
Yeah, that's all right.
and we'll just continue to take small steps from there. But that's all the housekeeping done. So that's the boring stuff. That's the stuff that nobody really cares about, and we all know
Boring.
that. It is it's boring. Oh, my headphones have just died again. Brilliant.
Now I'm getting the invite to
So
play,
I'm going to have to switch over. But in the meantime, let's talk about basically why we're here and what have we been playing most
Oh,
recently.
red versus blue references, anyone?
Aha.
Why are we here?
Hey.
You ever
You're
wonder why
right.
we're here?
Right, there we go. I'm back.
So you can
We're
hear
going
us
to
now.
start the podcast off on a strong note here. Showing
Yeah.
that we are clearly very much Rooster Teeth fans. I'm not
Technical
looking at the camera
difficulties.
again.
Right, we're all good. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that you just can't hear yourself.
No, we can't. Well, maybe slightly, but it's not the end of the world.
Turn that down a little bit. Right, so yeah,
First subject.
what
Go.
we playing?
Go.
Who wants? Right, I'll go. stuck in PUBG. Started playing a bit of Ark because it's a great game, and I really think we're going to do something with Ark once I set up a server.
And I'd like to get Ark. But I don't have
I could play
Ark.
it. How much is it?
A lot.
Not much.
No, it's a lot.
No, it's like
If it's
16
like
quid.
That's a lot.
60?
16.
Fuck. Oh, 16.
Ark is a bit more than 16. It's bloody 50, Anthony.
Are you sure about that?
Anthony, it's 50 quid, mate.
No
50.
way.
Yeah, it's 50 quid. Okay.
Oh
It's
yeah,
pricey.
they finally released it, didn't
And
they?
now
I
I'm
got-
going to go to a site that I'm not going to tell you the name of, but it's perfectly legitimate.
Not entirely, but we'll
Is
say
it
that.
GT?
I know, that's why I winked.
Beep.
It rhymes with May.
Schmee to schmee. Got it.
Schmee to Schmee. Yep. Henceforth known as Schmee to Schmee. It's probably a heck of a lot cheaper. Nope, still 30 quid.
No, that's a surprise because
40 quid.
I got Ark years ago.
Yeah, well, you're
And-
a dick.
Okay. Early access.
On top of that, I'm doing 7 days. A lot of 7 days.
State of
I'm
decay.
getting a bit annoying of that because it takes so long to get stuff.
Anthony,
Mhm.
you know what else we're going to be playing, hopefully, once it comes out? State of Decay.
State of Decay 2 comes out in 2 weeks.
Yep.
22nd of
And
May.
it's 37 quid.
Looking forward to it. Real looking forward
Have
to
you
it.
pre-ordered it?
I have not.
Another eye.
I'll get it though.
Okay.
I'll put a bit of money aside for it. What about you guys? What you've been playing?
FIFA.
Shit. FIFA.
Yeah, because there's not
Solid
many games
choice.
out at the moment that I like playing. Apart from things like GTA and maybe the occasional PUBG, which we were playing earlier.
Played some
Yeah,
we
but
played some
don't you put
PUBG
like
earlier,
a daily thing in the Discord servers like, oh hey, everyone play PUBG, I'm bored. PUBG.
PUBG is basically the thing I go to.
Yeah, you should go to. Yeah, and I mean, as I've discussed, I'm not a massive fan of. Are you doing your game list or anything, Stuart? Exactly.
Yeah, I'm done with my games.
Okay, that's quick then. On the polar end of the scale, Fortnite mostly but not as much Battle Royale, 'cause I really don't like Battle Royale though. So
That's ironic.
it's kind of good news. A lot. If you're not a Fortnite fan, you're like, oh hey, I like that in the base game. Like Chris, for example. Chris really didn't like that in a Battle Royale, does he? But then he's fine with Save the World because he's been waiting for it for years or whatever, and it's good. It's decent. I've got a bit bored of it a bit more lately because I've been like burnt out. But I did play solid for another month again. So prepare to be on the hate train here, but I'm not gonna lie. For last week, I've been playing Infinite Warfare. I hang my head in shame, of course. Not the best game, but I've kind of thought, you know what? It's not as bad as people thought it was. It's really not shit. I mean, I still have a dislike on the trailer, of course, like 3.2 million dislikes it's got, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
I'm
that
kind of-
was
I'm kind of just warm to it.
Infinity War. Not Infinity War. That's something else. We're potentially going to talk about that.
Well, I mean, we
Yeah.
are now because you bloody mentioned it.
Infinite Warfare was
Infinity Warfare.
Infinite Warfare. Was,
It was that game.
Yeah, that game, that COD game.
that one was the one that basically set the bar for dislikes, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
It was that, and then a few weeks later, something else was like 1 million dislikes, and
Okay.
it just kept going for a good wee while.
We've got a Jake Paul video or something.
Oh, let's try and steer clear of that, shall we?
Anyway, steering
understandable.
away from Jake Paul.
Say, you just go back into it.
No, I'm steering you away from Jake Paul.
What other games?
Grim Eclipse, actually.
Really, I've played Grim Eclipse, but I've only ever played it solo, and I feel as though it'd be
Really?
a game that would work really well playing
I mean,
co-op.
I would happily play more co-op.
I'd do
We'll,
it.
we'll,
Try that
we'll
on
set
PC.
something up and we'll try and get a bit of content from it.
Yeah.
We could
Maybe
do
do a day of streaming it.
quite easily. I mean, the problem is I already got it on PS4 currently, and yeah.
I think I've got it on PS4.
Oh, you do?
Well,
Okay,
PC.
I think
that
so.
works.
I don't even have a
I'm-
PS4. so-
I know I've got it on PC, but I think I've also got it on PS4. So it's something we can maybe look into. Doing
Me too,
a
but-
little.
Good old rank 10 me platinum trophy and all.
Oh God.
I fucking grinded when it came out and like was released early by mistake. I was one of the 4 people, I think, who got the platinum trophy before it was officially released. I grinded the fuck out of it.
I went on a small period about 2 years ago of trying to get platinum trophies,
Yeah, I've
and
kind of stopped as well since then.
it was horrible.
Yeah,
See, choosing some bad games just to get the platinum,
yeah, like
really not worth it.
I think there's an American Asia, but not Europe, have a game called My Name Is Mayo.
Oh,
A mayo jar or something. It's like you get a platinum for that.
and you
So
just keep clicking.
Apparently,
Oh.
my understanding of it, that's what the general gist of the game is.
Yeah, no, you literally just sat there and continued to hit X, and it would give you different trophies, and it just not worth it.
Ah, yes.
What
Anyway.
else have we got? What else
Game
is
that I
there?
was hyped for. Think about it actually. As I've seen like game listings coming out. I mean, whether these Facebook posts been accurate or not, I mean, these Facebook posts are taking a pinch of salt, of course. But I've seen posts like Just Cause 4, Borderlands 3, Rage 2, stuff like that. Have been
Oh
rumored.
God, Rage, Christ Almighty! Thought that dead horse had been flogged a long time ago.
Oh yeah, but still,
It's a terrible game.
I've seen posts where it's supposedly it's got a sequel coming,
God
and
Almighty.
how true that is, I can't say.
No, this. Oh.
You'd like to think not, but
No,
you never know,
the
do you?
only game, and this tells you enough that you'll need to know. The only game I'm looking forward to for the rest of the year doesn't come out probably until September, October, and it's Total War: Three Kingdoms. See the Dynasty Warriors version of Total War?
Yeah.
Oh, Dan is not happy. I love the Total War games. You know, just last
Boy.
week we had Throne of
Boy.
Britannia come out. Really fun, and it's another new game. See the differences. You know, it's a bit weird because they're coming out with so many just now. But I mean, I remember back the first PC game I remember playing was Shogun Total War.
Okay.
The second one I remember is Three Kingdoms: Fate of the Dragon. It was the first strategy game and then the first real-time strategy game. So it makes sense that if I can combine the two of them, then it'd be really good.
Fair enough.
But no, I can't really think of anything else I'm really excited for this year. Detroit.
Yeah,
potentially,
that.
But there's
Okay.
so much going on with that. I'm not entirely sure it's going to be any good. And then I can't really think of any other big games that are coming out this year.
Not so much coming out, but I feel like I can avoid the elephant in the room for so long.
Oh wow! Can I
Of course.
rephrase, please?
Yeah.
Obviously forgot about the most important game on the planet.
The planet?
Let me just find the exact date of release so I don't make anyone upset. But October 26th, Red Dead 2.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
That's later this year. Oh,
Can't
even
forget that.
even worse, I forgot Spyro Reignited.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Damn, Anthony.
I will
Got the
just
ball on that one.
I will just walk away at this point.
Bye.
Right, let's see what else is on here.
I'm gonna say, as far as recent releases have come out, you can't help but avoid the controversy element in the room. Destiny 2's expansion number 2 has come out, and as you may have seen on the know, fans are not pleased.
Hold on, is Destiny 2 still a thing?
Yeah,
Surprisingly,
it's going to be another thing after the third DLC as well.
it won't be. It'll just be a more controversy, almost certainly. I mean, a year. I've said this in the comments on that no video. A year ago, I would have defended Destiny and the franchise to the death, but now, I didn't even know the expansion had come out until I'd seen the news about it, and I honestly just couldn't give a shit anymore. I legit really love Destiny, and it's a shame that what happened to it. Initially, I would blame Activision for forcing Bungie, but then, honestly, Bungie signed the contract, so they did this to themselves, didn't they? When you think about
Absolutely.
it, they fucked themselves. And as much as I wish to blame Activision, because there's some shady ass bollocks in the contract. Like supposedly, if they hadn't released it by September 6th last year, releasing the rushed and broken game that they had, that Activision would claim was it 50% of Bungie stock or something? Now, of course, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But well, there's some shit. Basically, what the premise is, I'm saying there's some shady shit in the contract, but still, Bungie signed it, they agreed, and shot themselves in the foot, really.
No, and it's annoying because that sort of thing's happening way too much.
Yeah.
You know, games are getting released and they're just either broken or just not right.
Mm-hmm.
People are just trying to capitalize. The only reason Destiny 2 sold as much as it did is because it's the second Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people really like the first one.
And PC players got it, of course, not knowing what they're walking into.
This is the case, and it's why I say don't fucking pre-order.
No, yeah.
You don't know what you're getting. You're essentially saying to a company, here, have my money before you've even given me a finished product.
Mm-hmm.
You're essentially paying for something before you've got it. You have no idea what it's going to be like. No company shows you what the game's going to be like. All you're saying is, I trust you. Never say I trust you to a games corporation. It never works.
I would have trusted Bungie to get it right, but they didn't.
That's a fair point.
I've had a history of great games. The first, 4 Halo games?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Destiny 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They've been a history of being a great company.
Well, that's the thing, though, is
Suddenly,
companies with a history you can't trust anymore. Rockstar, actually, not going to lie, had a decent history.
Yeah.
Had a decent history
Now,
until bloody Take-Two, where you've got Mr. The fans are wrong and we know what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And seriously, he said that. He literally said that, and I'm sure everyone's seen the Jim Sterling video on that. Or at least the article. Do you know what he said? Do you know what the Take-Two guy said?
Go on.
Head of Take... Right, hang on.
Find this up for me, yeah, go on.
Take-Two...
Jimmy, no.
about customers. It's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can find it here.
There we go. So what he said, and I shall quote him.
Okay. Verbatim.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, literally. Give me a sec, I've got a bloody advert showing up.
Someone
Damn
ready to
adverts.
clip this, by the way?
Yeah.
This is Stuart's
Do you want?
opinions.
It's not my opinions, this is Take-Two's opinions. We are convinced that we're probably, from an industry view, under-monetizing on a per-user basis. So what he's saying is they're not charging you enough for your in-game microtransactions in GTA.
Yeah.
There is wood to chop because I think we can do more, and I think we can do more without interfering with our strategy for being the most creative and our ethical approach, which is delighting consumers. You can't give us stuff away for free in perpetuity. There's no business model in that, but we're not trying to optimize the monetization of everything we do to the nth degree. My concern is if you do that, the consumer knows, they might not even know, but they feel it.
Is that it?
Yeah. So what he's saying is, you don't know what you want, we know what you want, we know what you want to buy, and we're going to tell you what you want to buy.
Take a moment to process this.
And then he also said, we're not going to grab the last nickel.
That's real, that's pain.
Yeah, and then it said, we're also not going to grab the last nickel, when GTA 5 is literally, by definition, grabbing the last nickel.
If you could get up a picture or in the editor for this, there's a thing I've seen, Rockstar's release history, right? And I believe the picture was, they've released a game every year, 08, 9, 10, until GTA 5, no new games have come out since then. Nothing. Well, I guess LA Noire came to the PS4 or whatever recently, didn't it?
You want to know the best thing? No, there's a Valve one, and it's even better.
Oh, yeah.
Where it goes, 2004,
1, 2,
Counter-Strike, Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike Condition Zero, 2005, Dead Defeat, 2006, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, 2007, Half-Life 2, Episode 2, Portal, Team Fortress 2, 2008, Left 4 Dead, 2009, Left 4 Dead 2, 2010, nothing, 2011, Portal 2, 2012, Counter-Strike and Dota Beta, 2013, Dota, 2014 today, some VR stuff, I don't know. It was basically when they discovered microtransactions.
Dota.
And they realised they could just flog a single game for the rest of the time. Dota.
No one has ever done that. Oh, wait, I had this.
Can I just say, by the way, though, Rockstar have probably made the right decision from a business perspective.
Yeah.
Because Grand Theft Auto 5 has over 90 million copies sold.
Yes, it does.
There's 2 games that have more. One of them is Minecraft.
Tetris and
The other's Tetris.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the fact that Rockstar can't even beat Tetris.
No, come on. Tetris
big-
is universally loved for a reason.
Tetris is
Line
listed
piece.
as having 170 million sales.
70 million, okay.
But the problem is that Tetris used to come on PCs before you actually
Yeah.
put them up.
I know.
So it's not a surprise that there's that many units.
It's in the same way how Wii Sports has sold so well, isn't it? I mean, that's
Wii-
that's somewhere, isn't it?
Wii Sports sold run about 80 million copies.
Which is
Yeah,
a
exactly, yeah.
lot, considering that means they
that
probably sold
came-
about that many consoles.
With the
Yeah.
console.
Well, you couldn't buy it. You could only get
No.
it with the console.
Which means they must have sold 80 million Wii units.
Which is
Now,
good.
the great
That's
one,
really
and
good.
I'm really surprised at this, but PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has sold 40 million units.
And that's not a lot.
That is a lot.
No,
But in the
it's-
grand
it's-
scheme of well, especially
really
for
think about
Oblivion,
it's
It was
good.
officially released
in
6 months ago.
Yeah.
and you've also got to remember that Plunked Out is technically a indie game. It ain't
Yep.
Yeah.
it isn't a big AAA
Indie
game.
based from a mod.
I do not for one second say that I agree with anything that Brendan Green says or does or is, because he is an absolute, and I will say it, arsehole 98% of the time. But he's made a good game. Props to the man. He's made a good game. Whether he swears in every other sentence, not an
Yeah.
issue. But he's made a good game, realistically.
No swearing on a hecking Christian Minecraft server.
No, but
But
he's made a good game.
Since we were talking about big jumps as well, I'm
Yeah.
going to quickly hit you with this list, and that
Don't do
will
that,
probably-
please.
It'll probably move us on
Hopefully.
to another little topic.
You can't
If I-
DM me, remember, because it's going to
No,
pull
I'm
the
not.
cameras off.
It is a DM.
I know. I'm just trying to find stuff. So it's a Game of Thrones books.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I'm out.
Since we were talking about massive jumps,
I'm gonna say
No.
I have no
it was like
idea.
96 and then into 2000 and so on, and we haven't had one since 2011. But hopefully next year we'll get season 8 of the TV series.
Hopefully.
Either of you fans?
Not particularly.
I'm
I
gonna.
don't care. Not
You
a
don't
single
care.
episode.
I don't
Oh,
care about spoilers. I've made the
That's a lie.
spoilers
I
well.
have watched an episode and it was. Actually, I won't say it.
Spoiler alert, anyone in the chat who is still watching Game of Thrones, and if you have, seriously, why are you still not watching it?
Yeah,
We're
That's-
going to be spoiling it.
we're not going to be spoiling it.
I don't
Well,
care.
you are.
I don't
you-
care about Game of Thrones. So.
Technically speaking,
Go
this
ahead.
isn't spoilers. So basically, what's happened is that a guy has basically taken every single character. There's about 2,000, and taken their traits of these characters and tried to work out the likelihood of those who are still alive in season 8, how likely they are to die.
Yeah.
So let me just. It's a company called Data Robot that have done this work, and they have looked at the 2,000 living and dead characters in the books. They've looked at all their different attributes and so on that are attributed to them through the literature, and the most likely person to die in the TV show in season 8 is Daenerys at 83%.
I was literally about to say Daenerys Targaryen, not knowing, because that's one of the only characters I know the names of. Don't know if they're still alive or not, but fucking hell, I guessed it in my head.
So
Shit.
some of the stuff that they say are the results revealed that while male characters are more likely to die, being a Targaryen significantly weakens your chances of survival.
I don't know what that means, but I guess they're pariah family or something.
Yeah, so basically because she's the only one left,
Oh, is
and
she?
they've all died at some other point, she's most likely to die. The least likely to die is actually Gendry, who is the person who was the son of Robert Baratheon.
Isn't he that guy in Overwatch?
That was only just a quick
I'm
wee thing.
sorry.
I'm really
I'm sorry.
I'm looking forward to having Game of Thrones come back as soon as possible because I'm getting a little bit antsy. I mean, you're talking about 2017 was when the last episode aired, and we're not getting it to 2019. It's far too long.
Yeah, that's the joy of not being a fan. You definitely you don't care. You know everyone's like going, oh, there's enough thing off season. You. To my right, left, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, what else has been going on?
What the fuck?
Right. I'm Scottish.
No, you're not. Yeah. I don't
I'm
believe
Scottish,
you.
and
It's an accent. He's pretty on.
the current president of the United States of America, President Trump, and I'm going to speak as though he is
Mr. Donald Dump.
a
Personally
person.
offending you.
So, I don't know if either of you seen the news. I heard about it this morning on the way home from work, and I just need to get a bit comfortable here when I talk about this.
This is a rant.
But Donald Trump-
Anti-copyright rant here.
Yeah.
Trademark rant.
So Donald Trump owns some property, or at least his company, because he's now president. He's not allowed to own stuff himself. Owns property here in Scotland, and one of the things he owns is a resort at Turnberry in Ayrshire, and they have banned Irn Bru because they're scared of staining the carpets.
And what I said earlier was no, Donald Trump will stain the carpets, not the Irn Bru.
Second last.
That is. Oh, we've lost Dan.
Dan.
What's happened? Oh no. Anyway, right, so the excuse is they've done a £200 million remodel of the place, and it would cost them £500,000 to replace the carpet. But still, things get spilled all the time.
$500,000 to Donald Trump is like what?
Pocket change.
The value of, I don't know, his left testicle? I don't know.
That's
No, he doesn't have any.
That's good. That's good.
Brilliant.
I like it.
Yeah, perfect timing, eh?
That's good.
Backlash in 3, 2, 1.
All of the Donald Trump supporters in the chat. Just every single one. of them.
MAGA.
I'm watching the stream right now just to see if there's anything. There's not, because no one supports Donald Trump.
Oh!
I just got beef.
Yeah, no, it's
You see
well,
that?
why
You hear that,
specifically
MAGA?
Irn Bru?
He's beefing you. He want you fucking, he's like he's against you, yeah.
Yeah, he's-
come at me, bro. Come at me.
he's
So at him.
to be fair, he's a Scotsman. I'd like to see an American try and beat him.
Yeah.
I'll drink him under the table and then I'll beat him up.
Either you or Chris. Oh, that's why he's Northern Irish. He's not Irish. He can't. No.
No.
Now let's not go there.
Let's
He's
not
Scottish.
go there, especially whilst he's not here.
I'm sorry, Chris.
But
Right,
yes,
So
Hope you enjoyed WWE, bud. Come on, join us now and tell us someone's getting chair slammed.
him. No, it's Chris. No, it's not upside down. It's Chris. Chris is getting chair slammed.
Oh shit.
Anyway,
yeah, so in other drinks news, Stuart,
cinema drinks.
Yes.
Fun times regarding cinema drinks and bacteria that could possibly kill you.
Okay.
yeah, no, I mean that's what you do. You go to the cinema.
That is the best freeze frame for Dan's camera to break in.
Yeah,
My
excellent.
phone's just turned off. While being plugged in. I told you USB wouldn't work.
Well, this is going to be interesting whilst we've got it.
I'm just gonna leave Dan there. Yeah, that's Dan's picture from now on. But yeah, basically, cinema drinks have been found to have certain levels of bacteria, and now I've got to go and research this because I'm professional.
yeah. So
Let me just go
they-
grab my charger. One second.
they found out that there's an extreme level of salmonella.
There is
bacteria.
concerning
drinks.
bacteria levels, or in the way that most people accept that to be said, like David Attenborough, the concerning bacteria levels. Like you just unacceptable levels of salmonella. Basically, I mean, I never thought I'd be saying the words unacceptable levels of salmonella, but
Yeah,
So-
almost as if there's actual acceptable levels.
yeah. Oh, yes, you got a bit of acceptable salmonella in there. We'll just leave that there. Like, no, it's not going to matter. But yeah, so basically they tested drinks at 10 branches of each company: View, Cinema World, no, Cineworld, and Odeon. And it looked for bacteria on the seat fabric, on the cup holder, and in the ice cubes. And believe me, that's another reason. Oh, no.
You should still be able to hear us, don't worry.
No.
I can. I just have to go grab a charger.
The camera.
Damn.
One moment, bud. I'm just charging my phone again.
Right, so whilst Stuart is fixing that, I'm going to vamp like a complete professional here.
That could be in the bottom left.
So, this is an excellent story. I was sitting before we started setting up there for the podcast, and I was researching stuff, and I found out this amazing story.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how you always ask yourself, why do scientists do some of the most stupid things in the world? Like, they do studies where they're examining random stuff. Well, they've done something really stupid again.
Oh.
Scientists have isolated the gene responsible for temperature-controlled sex in turtles.
What? What does that even mean?
Let's find out how to cure Alzheimer's or cancer or, I don't know, just how to stop people dying. No, we're going to find out the bloody temperature
We're going
control
to turtles
gene.
get their socks off.
Yeah.
No, it's...
Or their shells, as the case may be.
yes.
And I cannot.
Let's spend some time in the lab.
Who funds this? So this was at Iowa State University.
Oh,
Very
Some
likely a Scotsman who's gone to Iowa and decided that would be fun whilst having a drink. Like, that sounds like something the Scots would do.
I will say I've not been to Iowa, so it wasn't me.
Uh-huh. I
Could still have
don't
been
believe you.
Yeah, no,
I
we
think
don't believe you.
you emailed them. FaceTime.
I've, by the way, got the cameras are off the screen right now. We've just got our images up, which is a perfect moment to mention who drew them.
Yes, so since they're up on the screen, one of the things I wanted to do when we first talked about doing the whole project was to try and commission some artwork for us, just to make things look a little bit nicer. And these have been started off, they're not quite finished yet, by a member of the RT Scotland community, Sparky Maxwell. They look amazing, in my opinion. And they've been done massively quickly as well. It's unbelievable how fast they've came together.
Yeah.
So that's me, Stewart and Dan there. Chris and Catherine also have some, and there's some other ones that have been created, shall we say.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's amazing how quickly that stuff's been done. Once it's all done, I'll get a destination for anyone who's looking to get some stuff done themselves.
I know one thing we could talk about in this podcast, which is not the list. RTX London.
Yes.
RTX London and the podcast. Because we do have a rough idea of what we're going to be doing, so it's not like we could tell everything about it. But
Okay.
we have a rough idea of what we'll be doing, so we at least know that we will be there.
Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hmm?
Have you
What?
tickets?
Yes.
He's got a VIP ticket.
Got VIP tickets thanks to Mr.
We're,
Criskin.
we are basically all going
so-
VIP.
So we will all be there with VIP passes, which is great because it means that we'll be able to do whatever it is we're looking for. I'm looking forward to London, and I'll also be doing Austin as well.
I wish I could do
looking
Austin.
forward to that.
Jesus. I wanted to go to Austin, but then realised how much money it would cost. Oh,
But yeah,
hey
so
Gabe in the chat. How you doing? Sorry, Gabe's in the chat. Just...
Hello.
so yeah, RTX London. We done the podcast last year for the community channel live at the Fox, and it was good. It was definitely something that would have been good to do again. Was in a bit of a discussion trying to get basically the same place, but probably actually paying for it this time.
Because last time, just to clarify, we
We
didn't
rocked up.
actually pay.
Yeah,
we literally just, they were incredibly accommodating. Now,
Mm.
thank you to the Fox because they were completely accommodating. And obviously we bought a heck of a lot of drinks and food, so it's not like we weren't giving them business, but they could have so easily gone to us, get out, because you're not allowed to do this. They didn't. I mean, heck, they even had one person bringing the stuff over. It was always one person. It wasn't anyone different. It was always the same waitress, last waitress, can't remember. But, yeah, they were incredibly accommodating. It's just, this time, as Anthony said, he had a word with them.
Basically, the way that everything for London happened last year was I decided on the Tuesday of the weekend that I was going to go.
And somehow got a ticket.
And because I decided as late as that, we then quickly started to come up with ideas of how to do the podcast.
And it was quick.
It basically resulted in hijacking an area.
Yeah.
Like Stewart said, at any second, someone from the Fox could have come up and said, no, done, get out. They didn't, and it was great. Grateful for it. And it's part of the reason that I was trying again. I was speaking to their sales team to see if we could work out something.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, Dan's back.
Hey.
Yeah. My friend might die again though, so just heads up
Well,
on that.
good enough. I mean, if it does, just don't quit it.
Don't do this. 2%. It's flicking between 1% and 2%. So.
If it dies, just
my
leave
camera's
it.
going slow.
You're fine.
Okay, that's good.
But ultimately, you know, we couldn't work out something, and my mouse just went there. Between us, so we have one of the departments at the Fox.
Yep.
And the plan is to both record and live stream the podcast live from the apartment on the Sunday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Most likely.
Just like we did last year. It will hopefully be a lot of fun. We'll try and potentially work out something. We might try and do something to get people in to create a bit of background noise and ambience like we had last year.
Mm-hmm.
Because the big thing personally for me was that the location made it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just that it was happening. It was the fact that everyone was there and you had that feeling of atmosphere.
Yeah, you need that.
So that's the next thing we're trying to work out. You know, in terms of the logistics and the tech side of things and all that sort of stuff, we're, you know, communicating daily, weekly, and monthly, making sure that we have all this stuff ready to go. The stuff that we don't have, I have a list and I'm back ordering stuff left, right, and center.
It's tech, basically. And I wish to God that this was something that would be possible to ask for donations for, but that's just not right. A lot of channels would do that. We don't. We don't want to do that because we're us and we do it because we like it. That's the easiest way to put it. We do it because we like it, not because we want to make it a business.
I mean, things like donations and all that stuff, they're great, but it is solely down to people's discretion. We're not looking for it. We are doing this because, for some of us, we have a bit of free time. We like to play games and we like to entertain.
And we also have a tiny bit of free money. That's if we didn't have free money, we wouldn't be doing this.
I
wouldn't.
That's a ghost.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Not working very well.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the PC that I do. I wouldn't have this mic or that poster behind me.
No.
Anthony wouldn't be on the camera as he is.
Anthony wouldn't. Anthony wouldn't, you know.
He wouldn't have that mic if we didn't have any spare money. So it's a case of we do it because we like doing it, not because.
If you don't mind, I might have to just forego the camera because it's just being so laggy and pointless.
Don't turn it off. Just turn off the camera. Don't leave the call on your phone. Just turn off the camera. Otherwise, it screws up all the cameras.
It does it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's one of those things that the feed on the stream has been set specifically.
Okay.
So you got to just turn off the camera, leave your logo. That is fine because at least it shows that you are there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, we do it because we like entertaining, or we think we entertain. I'm not sure if we do, but yeah.
But yeah, so we will be doing another podcast live. And we will be building up a nice little bank of podcasts between now and then, hopefully.
Yeah.
But since we've been talking about RTX and RT in general, I have been busy as hell over the last couple of weeks, and I've not seen anything really in terms of RT content. So, what have you guys been watching, and what sort of stuff's been going on recently?
I haven't been watching it either, but not because I'm busy, because I'm too fucking lazy to actually get catch up on my video queue. Because again, it's like 200 videos long again because I've just failed to watch it. It's like,
Yeah, so I think the last thing I seen might have been before April. So I'm looking at about a month behind on content.
You lightweight. I'm still in February.
I've been catching up though over the last week or so. I've watched all of Skill Tree now.
Yeah, no, mine's fucked. I'm way
Disappointed that it's finished.
behind. Was it finished? Okay. Spoiler alert.
Well, they were only doing 5 episodes to start with.
Okay.
They'll probably end up doing more stuff with it.
Yeah.
But no, it was a really nice show, and I liked the idea behind it.
Yeah. It's like immersion, but not.
But better.
Yeah. Well, nah.
Because Gavin wasn't involved, so it's better.
Oh, I got it. Is it your anti-English rhetoric coming in?
No.
The Scotsman's blood. It boils in the hatred of the English.
But no, yeah, I think the idea of giving Ellie her own show was great.
Yeah.
She's definitely that sort of on-camera personality.
Absolutely. There's a good sign that there's a good thing that she got her own show. I can't say any. I don't know what to say it. Honestly, it's just a good thing. Other than that, it's just it works well. She's a good on-camera personality. What can I say? What are your thoughts?
Well, with regards to just shows in general.
Well,
In general, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't been watching too many, and I still liked Immersion, which is a shame they haven't brought back recently.
Yet they're going to bring it back. I'm sure.
I hope they bring it back because they've been getting a lot more people in the live action crew. So
I believe there's an intention to do another 5.
Okay.
it's expensive. People have to remember that. Immersion is bloody expensive. It's not an easy show to do.
No.
Look at the sets, and you can realize why.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they'll do one at RTX Austin.
What, London?
If they do, Anthony, get on that casting call. And we'll try and spot you. I'm hoping they do one at London.
Yeah.
They've done it at RTX Austin. They've done it at RTX Sydney. They're going to hopefully do it at London.
It's easy to do stuff like that at Sydney because there's so much open space. They're in the middle of London.
Yeah.
There's
With a heck of a lot of open
space for
space, let's be honest. They've got an escape room area.
Yeah.
They've got 11 halls. What's to say they couldn't put one in a hall?
Yeah. Quite easily.
It would be a lot of money for basically one thing.
It's the same with Austin, though.
I'd imagine, yeah, but maybe they've got a deal with maybe they may have struck a deal with Austin because Austin they've been doing it for many more years. It's just, I imagine, more likely they've come up with some kind of agreement with them.
They will have.
Hey, could you do this for a little bit cheaper, please? Oh, sure.
But yeah, we'll see with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Any other stuff that we've been watching?
Not really.
Like I said, not really. I've been just behind.
Now, I will say, and this is going to be completely skewed away from RT in general, but the big thing that I've been watching, I've been doing this now for 5 or 6 months, and it's quite sad if I'm brutally honest.
Yeah.
Stuart?
So I'm actually going to... how can I send you stuff, Stuart?
With regards to what?
Links.
Facebook.
Facebook?
Thank you.
I'll send you 2 links to put onto a bottom third.
If I can.
If Facebook will decide to actually play ball today. It's been slow as hell.
Because I'm getting pajamas on, so.
So, one of the things I've been doing is I've been watching 2 guys on YouTube doing a playthrough of all the Pokemon games.
Okay.
and it's just unbelievable. To be honest, it's just great fun watching. So if I hit you with this,
Please don't do that. I'll submit the same joke I made earlier. Please don't,
and
no, please don't hit me, joke.
once that's done, this
It's
one's
stretch-
if
That's
we
a
can
stretch.
throw
Even call it a joke. at this
those links on the screen at some point over the next couple of minutes. So the two guys that are doing it are Vinny and Ethan Dobbs. They've got their own channels on YouTube, and what they do is they've taken the original game, put it through a randomizer.
Oh, randomized playthroughs.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen Ray do a couple of those.
Mm.
I mean,
And
Ray
it's-
Brandman Naves Jr.
But what they're doing on top of that is they're doing it separately and competing to get to the end first. So it's a randomizer versus,
Okay.
and they've done it so far with the first, second, and third gen games, and it's great stuff
Guys,
watching.
that gives me an idea, actually.
Personally, I tried to get some people to do that about 5 months ago,
Yeah.
and it was a non-starter really.
I mean,
It's
if
near
you could get
impossible.
that- if you could get that off the ground, if you could try that again, maybe,
Mm.
I'll be down for that. Absolutely.
No, it's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
We'll maybe talk off cam and see if we can
Yeah.
try something.
We'll do.
But I just that's one of the big things I've been doing is they do 4 parts of about 40 minutes each a week, and it's some really good content. So if you're looking for something that's not RT but it's something interesting again, check them out. Hopefully, there we go. We've got it on the stream. Perfect.
That's one of them.
Yep, the second one should be just below that.
That's coming in a second. Give me a moment.
That's fine. Yeah, so check them out. It's
Here comes the next one.
Dobbs Gaming or Original 151 for their 2 channels. Really nice guys, great content, and just jump on, have a watch, see if it's for you. If it isn't, not a problem.
Yeah.
It's a great community as well, those guys.
Yeah.
What else have we got on the wee list here? Because I know we're getting fairly close on time. Rick and Morty.
I'm not so sure about this one, to be honest, because all we know is they're saying they're going to have 70 episodes. That's all we know. I can't say more than that. I don't think there's actually a heck of a lot we can say about it.
No, it came out a couple hours ago that they're going to be doing 70 more episodes.
70.
Personally, I never
7 hours.
watched any Rick and Morty. I watched the first couple
And
episodes.
personally,
Into it.
I don't think they're going to be doing 70 more episodes. I think that's a
No.
joke.
Nah.
Could be. That's the sort of thing to do.
The sort of thing
Well,
Justin Roiland will do.
It seems like the kind of thing as well. If not what Justin Roiland or Dan Harmon said, maybe it's just a cruel joke from someone in the community. It's like, oh hey, you said the show's ending. 7 more episodes. Psych.
No,
Fuck
Justin
you.
Roiland physically said it on Twitter.
Oh, did he? Fair enough.
It was
Okay,
actually
I've
Justin Roiland. It
I've
wasn't
not
a fan.
seen this. I've not seen this.
I'll
Maybe
try and
someone-
find a screenshot of this so I
You've
can
got to
actually prove
think,
it.
though, this is Twitter. Someone could have quite easily got into his account. Just, someone
Right.
could have got in, typed that as a bit of like, hey guys, yeah, it's gonna happen, but wait. You never know. I imagine he would have said it, but the chat, there's always that little niggle in your mind. There's like potentially someone has got onto Justin Roiland's Twitter. Hey, fuck you, community. We're lying.
It's very
Yeah,
low.
It was earlier today, so it's
Okay.
something that we don't really have enough information on. No one's really been able to sit down and have an interview and discuss it and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible to do. I mean, it was a tweet, and take tweets with a pinch of salt 100% of the time. Like, you never really want to predict what's going to happen on a show when you're working with a tweet. Incidentally, that tweet is coming up on the stream now. He did actually tweet it.
Okay, so that's a picture as well, so it's not like it's fucking some other toss.
Yeah.
It's a bit more legit.
It's semi-legit. But that's all we got, so I don't think there's much more we can say on
Now,
that.
saying it's a drawing with his signature on, that seems like I believe a bit more just the old, just like a text tweet, no proof of image or whatever, you know? If there was
Yeah.
no proof of image or whatever, I think maybe. Nah,
I mean,
I'm
we'll see.
more
ultimately.
tempted to believe that now.
I say we'll see.
I can't think of anything else other than we finally got started.
Yeah.
This is going to be all about the viewers more than anything else. So
Yeah.
what I'm going to say is the stuff that we'll make in terms of what we talk about in the podcast, what we play for games and stuff like that. If there's anything that you're specifically wanting us to do,
Yep.
leave comments and videos, be active in the chat and so on. And we'll be able to sort of tailor what we're doing around you guys, effectively.
Yeah.
There will be some stuff, so we're still trying to work out a schedule on when we'll stream edited videos and stuff. That'll be a lot easier for us because we can work it round ourselves. But we'll do as much as possible to try and make sure that everything is as live as we can make it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I said, it's been a lot of fun getting back to the start here.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to getting back into being on camera again and recording content.
Recording content, yes. Being on camera, not so much for myself, but still.
I've
nice.
missed it.
Yeah.
Outside of
I definitely miss the content, definitely.
what was it? Outside of March's community day, I don't think I've
God.
really done anything. I
No,
did
not really.
do a Hitman video like 7 hours ago, and it was horrible. So no one will see that ever.
I'll put
unless
this one
someone
point.
hacks my computer.
I'll put this in one way, and it's the way I rather work. Single player games I'm crap at. Multiplayer is fun. Recording a
Well.
single player game is hard, and I have infinite respect for any YouTuber who can do it well.
Yeah.
Because it is talking to a camera with no one on the other side of it, and you don't know if anyone's going to watch it, so you are literally just ranting at a camera. With 3 or 4 people, you can bounce off others.
Exactly.
And it makes it infinitely easier. Not to say it's easy, anything but it's still infinitely easier.
It gets a lot easier, especially when it's a pre-recorded show. When
Yeah.
you're doing something that isn't live on a platform and you can interact with a chat. When you're just sitting there making a video, it's very difficult because you are the only thing that can entertain there.
Exactly. There's nothing else. Chat can't do it. Another person can't do it. We certainly can't do it. It's only you.
Exactly.
And the
But
game.
yeah, so, anything anyone else wants to hit up before we head off?
I'd say no.
No, I'm pretty much done here. I mean, I can't really do anything as far as camera stuff goes, because of course it's off. But are we signing off here?
So just like the first time at anything, there's always a bit of give and take.
Yep.
And we've had a bit of trouble here, but we'll get it done. We'll get it fixed. We'll be good to go. If everything goes well, this video should be available on demand immediately on Twitch,
Hopefully, yeah.
and then on the YouTube channel on demand on Monday.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I've worked out the timings right. Yeah, and we played some PUBG earlier. That should be available. So if anyone wants to jump in and see what myself and Stuart were able to do, it's quite funny. It wasn't good, but it was funny.
Entertaining content.
We had some interesting stuff.
Did you put a grenade outside of a car window?
No, like the car from hell that we didn't see coming until the last second.
Yeah. No, so something might if Stuart can quickly, did you clip that?
Yeah.
If Stuart can find the clip, we might show that on
I'm going to find it.
on the credits.
Give me a moment. That's going to... It's horrible because it's very, very laggy.
Yes.
But I'm going to start the credits rolling now. Just so we
so
can...
This was a lot of fun, and
Absolutely.
we will be back at some point soon with another podcast.
And if you give me a second, we shall end up with this clip.
Oh, it's me.
It will be you.
Oh, it's Dan.
Where's this clip?
Oh, shit.
I would have sent it to Anthony in a DM. There it is!
Dan's cam's back.
Give me a moment until I can put this onto a new section of a scene. See, this is the thing. We'll also have scenes properly set up next time.
Yeah, so we're still working out the back end stuff.
Exactly. I'm going to have to screen cap this. Oh, there we go.
Can't see me.
Setting it low.
Ah, right there. Okay. Run
Did I
towards
get
the
on
hail of
this?
bullets. My fists are the ultimate weapon.
My fists are greater than any bullet.
My fists are greater than any bullet.
Oh, that's him.
Interesting.
Oh no, it's him. Look behind you. Oh no!
My fists are greater than any bullet.